Alright guys, as you guys can see, I am here with eullair hair. This is their body wave wig. This is a 13 by 4 lace frontal wig. She is 26 inches and she's 180% in density. And let's just get into this hair. This is straight out of the pack. Look how much body it has. Look at the luster. Look at the shine. I didn't actually install it the first day, but we installing it now. That's all that matters. So as you guys can see, the lace is a little bit white. It is a transparent lace, but it does have a white tint to it. And you know, I learned I did not use my cream foundation this day. I was actually too lazy to unpack and get it. So I just tried to use my foundation method. And I noticed when I switch over to my foundation, that is when I get that white line, that little ashiness. And like I said, this lace is already giving us a white tint. So I would actually need to put more foundation on, but we gonna blend it. It look a little crazy now, but y'all, by the time we get done, you ain't even gonna know. You ain't even gonna notice. You ain't even gonna be able to tell. Okay. But now we're just gonna go in and install the unit. I'm using my Got to Be glue spray. This is my baby, okay? Even when I use other products, I still come back to this because it's just a formula that I know how to work with. And, you know, it's just easier. Over time, once you continue to use a product, you just get used to it and it's just super easy. So we're just gonna wait till it's tacky. And then once it's tacky, we're gonna lay it right on down. And I like to always stretch my frontals from ear to ear so it's laying super flat. I notice if I don't do this step, once it's tacky, I'll end up with folds and lumps in my lace, and like, sis, it's a no for me. Okay, so to reinforce it, I always use the end of my rat tail comb to press it down just so that it's laying flat. Now I noticed that my foundation was caking up over here. It was too much foundation underneath the lace, and I already had foundation on my forehead, so it was making a little bit of a mess. But you know, it is what it is. We gotta make it work today. So now I'm just going in to cut this. I almost stabbed myself, y'all. These scissors are dull, y'all. So don't worry, y'all. I ain't gonna poke myself, but I did poke myself in the eye with those other scissors. But anyway, that's just another story for another day. I always go in and cut off the excess lace if I feel like it's too much on there, like if it's crawling up to my eyebrows. All right, so I let that sit for a good 5 to 10 minutes, and boom. Okay, y'all about to see, behold. Okay, now that's the line I was talking about that I used to always get in my prior installs, but it was just probably the foundations that I were using. They weren't a matte foundation either, and I feel like when you use a foundation that is close to your skin tone, it just doesn't blend well. So I always try to go a shade or two darker than my actual skin tone, and I feel like it just blends in super flawless. So what we're gonna do, we're just gonna cover that up with some baby hairs. Okay, so y'all see me with those scissors again. I just cut at an angle, and I'm just gonna use my little edge brush, and we just gonna swoop, 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 swoop. I'm telling you guys, this hair was super easy for me to swoop. Like, this was a good baby hair day, and I had to be somewhere in like 20 minutes when I was doing this install. So I was super happy that those baby hairs were just cooperating with me. Like I said, this is a hair texture of body wave, so of course, you know, whatever way you lay your baby hairs or whatever way you're swooping is just gonna lay, because it's just a texture of hair. So I am using the Got to Be glue gel. I've reverted back to that gel, y'all. I don't know. It's just easy. It's go to, and it's like it's just easy for me to get my hands on. However, it works and the hold is amazing. I try not to use a lot though, because foundation and gel, when you do your baby hairs, if you don't do that right with that foundation, it would just smear and smudge all over the place. I actually had a problem with that on the other side, but I was able to fix it real quickly by just wiping some of the foundation off. But you just have to be very careful with the gel and not saturate all the baby hairs with that gel. I just try to keep it on the roots and not the ends of the baby hairs where my forehead is, because when you swoop that part, that's what swoops that foundation, and it just makes a mess. So just try to keep it on the roots, and the rest of the part will just swoop, you know, swoop. I hope I'm making sense, because honey, I don't know. All right, guys. So while we let our baby hairs cook up underneath that wig, we're gonna go ahead and do some curls. Like I said, I was on a time crunch, so I'm gonna use my curling wand and we're gonna do some back curls. And y'all, I don't know what I think it was just the barrel size that I used, and y'all, my curls just turned out so bomb. Like I was super excited. I've never had my wigs look like this. Like I would buy synthetic wigs because synthetic wigs would give me the look that I couldn't do with the virgin hair wigs because I'm just not good at styling wigs. I can install them, but when it comes to styling, I always had a problem. But y'all, this technique that I use, sis, it just had my curls on 100. But like I said, I just used a bigger barrel because I wanted to get done super fast. And like I said, it had tons of hairspray on it already. I actually used my Sebastian yesterday, or that day when I did it, but I just sealed in the curls using my Got To Be glue spray, and I didn't put too much because you don't want them too hard and too crunchy. But every time I be using a hair tool, y'all, it don't even be on Amazon no more, so I always have to go out and, now I have to go out and get another curling wand set so y'all can actually achieve the same curls that I'm getting. But I feel like any curl iron would get it done. Anyway, I'm running my mouth about these curls, but y'all, this wig held a curl. When I tell y'all, body wave wig textures like this for curls is it. It just is. Like I've gotten so many compliments the same day of wearing this wig. It didn't make no sense. Like I love your hair. I'm like, thank you. I'm flattered. So yeah, this is my first install. So shedding was to a minimum as well as tangling. I didn't receive any tangling, but like I said, this is the first install, so don't hold me to say like it's not. But look how beautiful this unit came out. Like I was just shocked. I'm like, I've never had my unit turn out like this good, and especially with curls because like soon as I get done curling one side, the other side would drop and I'll be like, it'd be so frustrating, but this is so full. It was just so pretty and it has a lot of shine and luster, and I was just super excited.